a small business owner, I'm sure you heard of tax write-offs and tax deductions. But have you ever wondered, how does tax write-offs and tax deductions really help me as a small business owner? Are they one and the same? And how can I use tax write-offs and deductions to the max to reduce my tax liabilities? Well, these are all great questions. And in this video, I'm going to break all of that down for you. So stay tuned. Hi everyone, I am Octavia, CEO of Say Yes to Profits, a virtual accounting firm that helps businesses across the U.S. have more money, more profits, and pay fewer taxes. Speaking of taxes, how can you lower your tax liability year after year? Well, that's a great question. And before we can get into the tax deductions that will legally and ethically allow you to pay little to nothing in taxes, like the Amazon and the Netflix of the world, we first must make sure that you have a clear understanding of what tax deductions and tax write-offs really are. Now, before we get into today's content, make sure you click the subscribe button and subscribe to our YouTube channel. Also, I've included a free resource that will complement the strategies in today's video, so go ahead and grab your copy of that. Now, I'm going to share my screen so that we can get into what you need to know about tax write-offs and tax deductions. First and foremost, tax deductions or write-offs, they're one and the same. They mean the exact same thing. They are expenses that can be deducted from your taxable income. But what is your taxable income? Your taxable income is the amount of income that is subject to taxes. So how does that really look? Well, you take your revenue minus your expenses, aka your deductions or write-offs, and what is left is your taxable income. So if I had to sum all of this up for you, a tax deduction allows you to lower your taxable income, and as a result, you pay fewer taxes. Now, what type of tax deductions should you take in your business? Well, you have your cost of goods or services sold, which are the out-of-pocket costs to create a product or provide a service in your business. And then you have operating expenses, which are the daily costs to operate the business, but they're not included in your cost of goods sold. Here's what you need to remember. Both deductions are able to reduce your taxable income, but they're different. So your cost of goods sold, for example, could be books, t-shirts, website hosting, contract labor, and software. And then your operating expenses could be your rent, your salary, your professional fees like your accountant. Can't forget about that important person. You have your insurance, your office supplies, your utilities. Those are your operating expenses. So again, both your cost of goods sold and your operating expenses lower your taxable income. Now you may be wondering, what expenses can I write off? Another great question. You can deduct the full amount of a business expense if it meets the criteria of being an ordinary and necessary expense. So, an ordinary expense is expenses that are common and accepted in your type of business. And a necessary expense is expenses that is helpful and appropriate for your business. Let me give you some examples. If you are a graphic design company, your gym membership is not an ordinary or necessary expense. If you own a marketing agency, your hair salon cost is not an ordinary or necessary expense, but an ordinary expense could be the software that you use to provide your marketing services or to create your graphics for your clients, okay? A necessary expense could be the marketing consultant that you hire to help grow your business. Got it? Here's what you need to know. The best expenses or the best taxes are the taxes that you don't have to pay. So I'm sure you've heard of the companies such as Amazon and Netflix. Now, these companies are earning billions, yes, billions of dollars each year. And guess how much they're paying in taxes? Zero. As a small business owner, you can have the exact same results. Now, the problem is that most small business owners are not aware of how to use the tax laws, rules, and regulations to their advantage. You must make sure that you have a clear understanding of your ordinary and necessary expenses so that you can lower your taxable income. Therefore, you pay fewer taxes. And to help you with that, I have a replay of our Lunch and Learn that we previously did, where you can go and download your copy of that today. Now, in this replay, I provide 12 ways, yes, 12 ways for you to legally and ethically avoid taxes in your business. So go ahead and click the link in the description and grab your copy today. This has been Octavia Conner. If you have any questions or comments about the strategies in today's video, be sure to leave your questions and comments below. And don't forget to subscribe. And until next time, say yes to profits. Doo-doo.